Hello, everyone. This is the Insane Game. No, it's not. It's Schizomanic. I'm here to talk about Blue Exorcist, season 2, episode 10 of the Kyoto arc, the Impure King arc. I would say we're kind of close to being done. As I said, like the Kyoto arc in the manga wasn't that long, and in the anime it feels even shorter because they're covering more episodes through these. They're covering more chapters through these episodes. And I think by the time this is uploaded, it won't be Sunday, but it's Sunday as I'm recording it. And considering the anime is about demons, I feel that there's a good correlation. Also, I don't have a better excuse for why this video is late. But have I ever for any of these reviews? I don't know. Anyways, so for the most part, this episode is primarily a Ren and Suguro episode where it pretty much just goes under. It kind of shows how both of those things tie in. You have the Impure King arc and having it tie in with the Ren and Suguro stuff, meaning Ren wasn't able to finally draw his sword, and this is the full resolution to this whole issue that's been going on since technically the first season of the original anime. That Ren's friends didn't, because he didn't feel like he was accepted by all of his friends, and it wasn't until Suguro goes, well, it's because we're friends, right? That he finally is able to draw his sword and kick some ass at the very end of the episode. This is also highlighting a major thing with Ren. That Ren's strong point is that he's able to kind of shrug off everything and make everything. He's able to diffuse a situation relatively easily, and because he does it here, and Suguro even notes it, it's like he's scared out of his mind. He's mad because he can't undraw the sword. He's scared because if he doesn't draw the sword, there's a potential that everyone's gonna die. Ren has a lot on his fucking mind, and even still, he'll sit there and joke around and act like everything's perfectly fine because that's the way Ren handles problems. He doesn't show his pain and fear. The only time he'll ever go into that deep is usually when he's either secluded or some shit, or the shit gets too heavy for him. Which is why he was diffusing the situation, because he couldn't fucking unsheath his sword, and Suguro was getting attacked, and then on top of that, Suguro had to use a secondary, I guess you could call it a seal, I guess, to protect himself since Ren couldn't do anything, and the situation just kept getting worse and worse. That's primarily what the episode is, on top of the rest of the Yukio Toto fight, which lasts way longer than what I remembered. I didn't remember it lasting this long in the manga. But once again, they're trying to show that Toto is not a throwaway villain. He's going to be a pain in the ass, because the way they beat him is actually pretty clever, but he ain't dead. He ain't dead, and he obviously ain't done, according to the episode. It's a very interesting. He's a very interesting villain, because it seems like him and Yukio share similar tendencies, but the problem is that Toto, and this is the only thing I don't like, Toto is so introduced so fucking quickly that you never really get to have that same kind of build up with him, that it would have been way more impactful, because at the beginning of the season, he's revealed to be a guy working with demons, but his backstory is never really fully expounded upon, and we don't see him and we didn't really see him before for us to like him as a human. So that's the only thing I don't like. They keep doing this Toto Yukio relation thing, but like, we haven't seen enough of Toto period, or know enough about Toto to really make the correlation that the manga is trying to make. Kamiki's been now imprisoned for 2 episodes, I believe, in that fucking Impure King miasma shit. So I'm hoping, although this episode did show that using familiars take a strain on you, which granted most people should have known, because they showed something similar with Kamiki in the first season, where she drained herself and her familiars almost turned on her. She's draining herself with Ni, because she's having all this fungus grow to counteract the Impure King's fungus, which should save Kamiki, but she's pushing herself to the limit, which I don't remember in the manga if the same thing, and I haven't double checked, if Ni has ever had one of those moments. I don't remember Ni ever having one of those moments, but I'm not sure if he did or not. But I'm curious if that's what happens when you push Wow, her name escapes me. Not Kamiki, not Kaneki. Shamey. I was thinking SH, but I almost said Shima. Shamey. I wonder if the same thing would happen. There's not much else to go over. We finally got Kanekamaru and Shima. We know are outside of the barrier. I guess technically, I would assume. Well, I'm not sure if Kaneki and Shamey are outside of the barrier because the Impure King fungus shouldn't have been able to attack them if they were outside of the barrier because that's supposed to be all trapped inside. But it doesn't look like they're in the barrier because of the background and everything looks perfectly fine. So I can't fucking tell. I'm not actually sure if they're outside of the barrier or not. And also Yukio has enough fucking problems dealing with Toto, who apparently is not done, which is ridiculous considering how fucking strong this dude is. But that will all be saved for next time, and I'm really enjoying this adaptation. I'm surprised they haven't even tried to simul dub it, although that would be on Aniplex, and I don't think Aniplex is doing anything to that effect, although it wouldn't surprise me if they start. But yeah, shit looking good so far, and now Ren has the sword out, but now so the only really two loose ends we need to deal with is whether Shamey can hold on in time to save Kaneki without some shit going wrong, and if Yukio doesn't get his shit rocked. Spoiler, he doesn't get his shit rocked. Well, let me rephrase that. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. Anyways, that's it. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. This has been Schizomanic. Life's a game, play to win, and I will catch you guys later.